Recently, a strange spiritual event took place in Indonesia. And this is a video that is spreading at a rapid pace on Indonesian social networks. The owner of the video said that at this time, a mysterious black figure suddenly appeared and sat next to the driver of the tourist bus. This causes the driver to startle and lose control. The tourist bus staggered into the roadside, causing tourists to panic and scream. The time is now 9 a.m. Cameraman filmed a black humanoid sitting in the front seat, but in the blink of an eye it jumped up a tree and disappeared shortly after. At the moment this black shadow jumped up the tree appeared a very monstrous laugh. The woman in the white shirt witnessed the whole thing. The black object jumped onto the tree and disappeared right in front of her. Because she couldn't believe it, she screamed loudly. After a while she calmed down and said, "It's not human. At first I thought someone was stuck in the front seat, however it turned to look at me. I can't see its face, it's all black." It laughed quite loudly and disappeared into the woods. I'm still panicking now. The man with the most elastic skin in the world. This man's name is Gary Turner. His skin is so elastic that he can stretch the skin of his belly into a table and put 3 beer bottles on it. The man from England said he has Ehlers-Danlos, a rare genetic disorder. Turner said the rare disease makes his skin as thin as half that of a normal person. Although you may not believe it, it is as thin as paper. He said he often had to use forceps to help keep the skin from falling down. Currently, he is a performer for the Royal Family of Strange People, a group of exceptionally gifted performers in London. Spotted white giraffes in an animal reserve in Kenya. 2 white giraffe mother and daughter were discovered walking with other normal giraffes in the reserve. The rare white color of giraffes is not caused by albinism but by leucism, a rare gene that causes a decrease in pigmentation in the fur and skin. Unlike albinism, animals carrying the leucism gene can still produce black pigment in their soft tissues, so they still have the normal eye color. The white-haired giraffe is in danger of extinction, so it needs special protection. This small car with headlights is fake. Even the interior of the car is fake. Everything is made of cake. The shoelaces and the shoe are both fake. Even the floor tile at the bottom is fake, all made with cakes. All these letters were created by a baker named Tuba Inturkian. Her works are so realistic that everyone is surprised. This basketball is actually a cake. When you think she's holding her phone to take a selfie, it's just a cake, and even the hat is made of cake. When you think this is a kettle, it turns out to be a cake. Even the wires and plugs are made from cakes. When she enjoys her coffee, the coffee is also made of cakes. Even more surprising, her outfit is also made of cakes. Even her thumb is a cake. And it can be said that in her world everything can become a cake. Why do Indians refuse to reveal the origin of this dish? This is Ram Kand Mool, famous street food in India. The salesperson will cut a very thin slice of the surface of a very large tuber, or stem. Ram Kand Mool is widely sold on the street. However, no seller or supplier will disclose where this tuber is produced. Scientists have stepped in to find out. However, the strange thing is that in fact, even botanists have not found any scientific evidence to explain this question. They keep this as a business secret to create curiosity around this dish. Ram Kand Mool is often advertised by sellers as Lord Ram's sole source of food when he is banished to the forest. When studied closely, the scientists found that it matched the DNA of agave up to 89%. However, agave has so many species, and some are very similar, that scientists can't figure out exactly where this popular street snack comes from. Forest officials have tried to track down the vendors, to no avail. Meanwhile, suppliers do not accept the purchase of the product in bulk, and the disclosure of any kind of information about the origin of this plant is considered taboo. This is a very difficult video to explain. The video shows a herd of horses running on the surface of the river. Many people believe that this area has shallow water so horses can run. But then there was a motorboat on the river, and the horse passed in front of the boat. If the area is shallow, why can the motorboat run? This beautiful girl did not expect that the candle could burn at such a distance. What do you think is the cause of this phenomenon? Why did the fire fall below? The story of a cat's emotional patience. Every morning at 10 o'clock, this cat will jump on bus line 3. The driver is used to this, and does not prevent the cat from getting on the bus. The route is more than 17 kilometers long. It always lay quietly by the window. But when the bus reaches its final destination, the cat will quickly jump down the street and disappear into the crowd. Then in the evening it climbed back on this bus line 3 to return. The cat has maintained this habit for 5 years, even in bad weather. Why does it act like that? This cat's name is Casper. 5 years ago, its owner passed away, but Casper was not present in those days. And when it returned home, it discovered that its owner could no longer be found. The last time together, the owner and it went on bus line 3. It remembered and found this bus. Now that the Casper is old, it is no longer flexible to move. Sometimes it can't get on the bus on time like before. Perhaps it believes that as long as it takes bus line 3, it will one day meet its owner again. This is Comet Halley weighing 300 million tons. 16 kilometers long. What if it hit the Earth? Perhaps we will have the same fate as the dinosaurs. And the archaeological target of a new civilization. An unbelievable moment when a woman parked her car in a parking lot. She saw a cloud hovering over the road. Why is this cloud here? And why did it fall to the ground like that? Perhaps you have seen an egg with many yolks. So have you ever seen an egg with an egg inside? While walking, this man came across something unusual. There were many small hands sticking out of the manhole, as if looking for something. This hand has 5 fingers, very similar to a human hand. What do you think that is? Are those the zombies of legend? When told by his girlfriend about the sheep with unusual expressions, Rory Davis, a local resident in England, went to the place to check and recorded an unbelievable video. It was the scene of hundreds of sheep suddenly standing motionless in the middle of the day. The image from the video shows that the sheep stand in the middle of the meadow and do not move as if hypnotized. Davis said he observed them and found them motionless for a long time. He called a few more people to witness and no one could believe his eyes. After sharing on social networks, the video attracted a lot of mixed comments. But in the end, the cause of the incident is still not clear. Magician's peak magic show for Messi. The magician borrowed Messi's phone and took the flashlight out of it. How did he do that? A guy recorded a strange image in the rain. What happened? It's like a small tornado on the water. But at that time, there was no whirlwind. What do you think that is? Las Vegas residents recently reported to the police that they saw tall aliens in their yard, 100% not human. The police went to people's residences to investigate. At approximately 11:50 p.m. on April 30th, a camera lens worn by a police officer in Las Vegas captured a bright green object falling from the sky. Its rays were seen in the sky over eastern California, Nevada, and Utah, the American Meteorological Association said. About 40 minutes later, a Las Vegas man called 911 to report that he and his family had seen objects fall from the sky, and then they see 2 tall aliens in their yard. The man told 911 dispatchers that 2 8-foot, 2.4 meter, tall figures with large eyes were watching them, according to a recording of a report received by the television station. I swear to God, it's not a joke, it's the truth. We're panicking, the man said. When the dispatcher asked if the 2 creatures were in his yard, the man said, yes, they are huge, maybe 8 feet, 2.4 meters, 9 feet, 2.7 meters, 10 feet, 3 meters. To us, they look like aliens with huge eyes and mouths. Their eyes sparkle and they look like humans. But they're 100% not human. However, after that, the man did not give specific evidence to the police.